And Kentucky controls the opening tip. You mentioned it, the pace of play. Both of these teams are okay getting up the floor and going quickly. Here's Clara Strack with the mid-range off the pick and roll.
Clara Strack.
Oklahoma's starting lineup, third game in a row that Rhyne Scott is getting the start. And we have a foul whistled against Kentucky. Important to note, too, if you saw Oklahoma's last game, Liz Scott was one of two players ejected for fighting, so she will not be available for Oklahoma today, and she is not allowed to sit on the bench. Samaya Smith of LSU was also ejected in that game for fighting.
Well, the good part for Oklahoma, even though Liz Scott is not there, there still is plenty of depth.
To note, already Clara Strack has picked up one foul. Foul trouble could be a problem. Georgia Amoore, sidestep, and the three. Reagan Beers in the high post looking for Skylar Vann down low. Tiani Key shook it away for a second. And Sahara Williams. But they were down by 24 points and cut it to 1.
Oh, that's nice by Amoore. If the defense bites on it, leans one direction, she's going to take you the other.
Williams gets the first. She was an all Big 12 honorable mention.
With Deja Lawrence, one of the best three-point shooters for this Kentucky Wildcat team.
Tiana Key cutting to the basket. Rhyne Scott bounces off the iron. Second opportunity for the Sooners. Skylar Vann on the miss.
Now, Peyton Verhulst, number 12 in white, she hasn't gotten a shot yet. Now, that's a deadly three-point shooter for Oklahoma.
And she's coming off 26 points against LSU. Oklahoma getting second opportunities. There's the first shot from Peyton Verhulst. Clara Silva. Pretty shot.
That leaves the opportunity for them to get the offensive glass.
They've started 1 for 6 from 3 now. Fade away from Verhulst, making a hard shot look easy.
You see, Jenny Baranchuk has 3 players already at the table. I think she's going to keep fresh bodies on the floor because the limited bench that Kentucky has.
Yeah, usually in a game, we're only seeing Kentucky play 7 players. It's very rare that he goes deeper than that.
Yeah, Sanaya Taylor coming off the bench. Tyler, she's going to be key. She's a three-point shooter and a tenacious guard. She's at the scores table now.
Lawrence, little crossover to get to the lane.
Deja Lawrence is a smooth operator.
Transferred in from Charlotte, so you've got her that's got handles. She's 23 years old. Georgia Amore's got handles, and she's 23 years old. A veteran group.
It's important when you take over a program, if you can have veteran guards that are solid and efficient on the offensive end, that's a good start.
10-2 run for Kentucky. Amoore calling her old number. She's still holding the follow-through. When you sit down and you look at Oklahoma to get ready, where do you start with this team as Reagan Beers attempts a 3?
Well, I start with Reagan Beers, but normally you've prepared. Oh, Reagan Beers got away with a kind of shove in the back of Silva.
Bassett is a threat from 3, and Clara Silva threw it away.
She's better off that when she gets the ball inside, that's a no-pass zone. She's got to go score it.
Oh, Zaya Vann snuck underneath. What'd you like about her most in their last game?
She wasn't afraid. The intensity, the aggressiveness of the LSU defense, she still was in attack mode.
Okay, a little road bounce up off the window from Deja Lawrence.
When they're trying to guard Reagan Beers, is they try to body up. The key is, as an offensive player, I'm trying to make a connection. It's keep the offense guessing so that she can't get pinned in the paint. Oklahoma appears to be in a zone.
Kentucky's hit its last 4 shots. And Clara Silva is fouled. She's going to go back and talk to Kenny Brooks. He calls her his mini-me out on the court. Sahara Williams up against Hassett. Well, there was one game too, right? They were in a box and one on her, and he didn't realize it. He was like, what defense are there? And she came over and said, Coach, it's a box and one. What do you want to run?
Well, and a lot of times, because you're watching as a coach so much on the floor,
Williams being so aggressive, just can't finish the look. Reagan Beers with the hustle to get the rebound.
they are 1 for 8 from the three-point line. That was a problem, and that allowed LSU to get away from them. But they are very capable of scoring going to the rim.
Hey, Kentucky's got 10 points in the paint right now. And that's their 4th three-pointer they've hit here in the first quarter. Largest lead for the Cats.
That's leaving the shooters, giving them too much time for the three. We're just in the first quarter.
We are. Amoore can't get any room. Covered up by Zaya Van. 3 seconds. Lawrence, short. And I think Sahara Williams got a hand on it. She's headed the other way. Foul on the floor.
The opportunity to get to the free throw line.
In double figures here in the first quarter with 10.
You know, after going back and rewatching the LSU game, and we talked about it this morning, the energy that she plays with.
Hassett's got to let it fly.
So that pressure, the focus, the mental training, I think it's a great drill.
And I think it's paying off because they've started 4 of 8 from 3. Shooting 75%.
Well, it's a reason that Kentucky scores the basketball the way that they do. The preparation has been put.
Amelia Hassett. Kentucky still has Clara Strack on the bench with 2 fouls. 5 threes. And Amoore's got 13 points. She's already hit 3 threes. Sahara Williams has got 11. It's the most points since December when she had 18 against New Mexico State. Her season high is 19 against Southern. Excuse me, Williams with 13 now.
Aggressive to the rim and got that finish.
Amoore for 3. She is on fire right now. 4 3-pointers for Georgia Amoore.
Did Amoore have a little conversation with Skylar Van after that made 3?
Look, we've shown you what Georgia Amoore, she's shown you what she can do on the floor. Oh, Hassett leaves it just short. Got it on the second chance.
Still in some minutes of rest for Georgia Amoore.
And Peyton Verholst wide open. They have so much confidence in her to keep shooting the basketball, even though she started this game 3 for 9, 0 for 4 from 3.
All right, Keys working hard on that baseline.
Silva at the free throw line.
Luxury to have at 6'7". Got that face up. She and Beers are battling inside. And she's had to play her way into Oklahoma shape, getting up and down the floor, but she has done that now, ready to go the distance for the Sooners.
Takeaway by Scott. And free throws coming.
Full court for 40 minutes. They try to turn you over. They also are not shot on Thursday.
Yeah, a 6:30 start time Eastern on Thursday. So write it down.
I wonder how many miles Georgia Amoore runs in a game, because she is in constant motion while she's on the floor.
Scott misses the first. College Station, game time 6 Eastern, 5 Central. Madison Booker in the conversation for SEC Player of the Year, you think?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Number 35 for the Texas Longhorns. 3-level scorer, rebounder, do it all.
She was on Sarah Spain's podcast this week talking about how she had to play the point guard position last year when Rory Harmon went down with an injury and how that's helped her this year. stolen away by Tiani Key.
Quite a length of time in the lane. She didn't want to get another 3-second call.
Everything's falling for Georgia Amoore. 20 points in the first half.
Well, how she can create for herself, stop on a dime, shoot the three, rim read, and really be able to maneuver in ball screens, and you can score. Her mind is the most attractive thing, I believe, for the GMs in the W.
Even deeper, the why. Why are we doing things?
So when things happen in a game, she's ready to adjust because she already knows what the coaches are thinking.
Deja Lawrence. You're just tuning into this ballgame. They've led by as many as 15 points. They've now already hit 6 threes. Sahara Williams has been carrying the load offensively for Oklahoma. She's high at 19.
Take time off the clock, and it also wears you down. It's exhausting to have to go against a press.
Amoore, a rare miss. She's 4 of 7 from 3. Inside to Reagan Beers. And that is the 4th foul on Clara Silva.
Kentucky foul number 17, Clara Silva.
The officials must have seen something I missed. Lindsay Hicks trying to explain to her, when you get posted up on Reagan Beers before the ball comes in, you've got to release and move your feet, get around. Kentucky doesn't want to go too soon.
They're 0 for their last 4. Lexi Keys almost had a bacon. How do you limit her touches? What do you do?
Well, you could look at doing some box and one, or whoever's guarding her can't let her touch it. Once she gives it up, you cannot allow her to get it back.
Kentucky does have some foul trouble that they're dealing with. Deja Lawrence taking the shot from the baseline.
Coming into this game, Lawrence had 50 and Georgia Amoore made 47.
They're the only team that can say that.
It's going to continue to build.
Now, Jenny Baranchek was challenging her to finish her shots better. She's doing that today. Oklahoma gets a stop, but then gives it right back to Kentucky. 10 turnovers now. And Kentucky's got 15 points off of turnovers.
Running in transition, that's something normally that you would be saying about Oklahoma, but Kentucky has been able to run the floor extremely well today.
7-point lead for Kentucky. They've led by as many as 15.
I like that shot by Keys, but you've got to have a rebounder inside. Hassett was down low, but didn't go for it.
Brady Scott on the wing. 3rd straight start for her today. They average 42 paint points a game. Van drives to the elbow. 8-0 run. Oklahoma single game record of 58 points in a high school game. That's Beatrice Culleton's grandma.
A 50-piece in high school.
Let's go.
I mean,
how has Oklahoma gone on this run?
In the paint. You know, in the first 2 quarters, the first quarter only 6 points, second quarter 8. It was the reverse for Kentucky. Kentucky was getting 10 points. They have settled for outside shots. got that one to fall.
Hit a three-pointer is in the corner. Van misses. Sanaya Tyler. Strack with the offensive rebound, but the double team too much. Stolen away by Verhulst.
Strack having to be very disciplined so she doesn't pick up that third foul.
Interception for Strack. Wow. How does she do that?
8.2 assist a game. Just a well-rounded point guard.
22 points, 4 assists today. Zaya Van. Back to Oklahoma. Beers calling for it.
Ooh, that was close. Strack could have picked up her third foul right there.
Clara Strack.
Strack is everywhere. That's the second interception in a row.
Couple of steals from Strack. She's got 9 points, 3 rebounds to go with those. Well, it wasn't a fluke. She's so confident in her three-point shot. And Strack ended up on the floor on the other end. Offensive foul.
You see what Oklahoma, has done, and they have already really faced the top 3 teams in the SEC right now. So the latter part of this season, not that it's going to get easy, because it's not an easy night.
To catch up to Kentucky, but now the Wildcats on a 12-0 run.
Listening into the conversations that she's having with Kenny Brooks. Kentucky kind of cooled off from the three-point line.
Run for Kentucky right now. Okay. You want more, you get more. 5 three-pointers for Georgia Amoore. Response, the freshman, Zaya Van. That ends a 5-minute scoring drought.
Now, Oklahoma's going to have to buckle down defensively. They got to learn they got to figure out a way to slide this woman down right here.
Tiani Key, offensive rebound.
This is a player I feel like has taken it to heart once more. Good discipline to recognize you don't want to shoot it too soon to give Oklahoma another attempt.
But instead they turn it over.
It's into the third quarter. Our score, Kentucky Wildcats 63.
Kentucky going to a 2-3 zone, trying to clog the paint and not allow the ball to come inside the Bears.
Tiani Key corrals it, 10 seconds. Hassett will take it at the top of the key. And that'll be a 4th against Tiani Key.
That's why Kentucky's sitting in this zone. Almost like a triangle in 1, maybe? Triangle in 2. Got to get a hand up on Verhulst.
Wow. 6 three-pointers for Georgia Amoore. Keep the count going. 7 threes. Georgia Amoore.
Georgia Amoore knows exactly what the Wildcats need.
Southwest Airlines big flex play. You know, in Southwest you get 2 free check bags. She has 1 for her points and 1 for her assists.
I think she can get an additional bag with how she's played today. But what has Oklahoma out of the timeout? What do they do immediately? Go inside. They're going to attack the paint, try to get quick points against Kentucky, and once they score, I wouldn't be surprised if they bring the press.
Oh, wow. Reagan Beers came out to help on Amoore. Was it a hedge? I couldn't see because the official, but Clara Strack was open in the basket. They were able to erase a 24-point deficit on Thursday, but couldn't finish the job against LSU. They've trailed by 17 today.
Amoore's able to read it, so you either stop her or you're going to give up a 3. Clara Strack really has adjusted her defense. You saw her go straight up to block that shot on Reagan Beers. Both hands, 2 hands going up.
Well, she's had to. She picked up 2 fouls in the first quarter. Everything is falling for Georgia Amoore.
That's just nasty. Amoore can get it done.
35 points, her career high's 39. Williams. Kentucky is cruising. Catch and shoot for Skylar Vann on the inbounds.
Now, Kentucky doesn't have to be in a hurry. They can use clock.
They swing it to Deja Lawrence in the corner. 14 threes.
Moving the basketball. They got confidence in each other from the 3-point line.
Just a little flip up.
She's going to have to play discipline against Reagan Beers.
Now shooting 50%.
Oklahoma cannot allow on a missed shot from Kentucky. They've got to rebound it.
6 seconds. Elevating at the free throw line is Deja Lawrence. 14 points. Beers posting up.
Textbook post up.
Trying to eat up that clock. Looking for a 4th ranked win this season. And Deja Lawrence in trouble. Zaya Vann grabbed it. She was already on the floor. Georgia Amoore is at the line right now. She leads Kentucky, shooting 88% from the free throw line. They will not take a timeout here and advance the ball. They like to push in transition. And now they'll get 2 free throws.
You got to go for a steal. If you don't get the steal, I'd foul it. But Kentucky's going to call a timeout.
So they give Amoore the basketball.
Jenny Baranchek on a make or a miss on a rebound. She can call the timeout.
Missed a second. Oklahoma favoring to run instead of call the timeout. 5 on Clara Silva. The time left, 43.8, and they've got 2 timeouts.
Brooks is going to advance the basketball again. Go down and score quickly last possession. Get to the free throw line.
Back to a 10-point lead for Kentucky.
Kentucky has to be disciplined and not foul a three-point shooter. They went right away inside for a quick two.
Oklahoma bringing the pressure. They got a foul.
She has had one heck of a night. 15 of 22 from the floor, 7 of 12 from the three-point line, and 8 assists.
A new career high for Georgia Amoore, 40 points. It's the first 40-point game in Kentucky history since Rhyne Howard had 40 in January of 2020. 7th all-time 40-point game in Kentucky history. Count the bucket. Three-point play for the freshman. .42 points. 43 for Amoore.
Give it up. She gets it in, and then give it right back to her.
Williams trying to Zaya Van. Back up and in, 10.3. Oklahoma's got a foul. Back to a 9-point lead. But they packed their shot on their very first trip to Norman, Oklahoma. 14 made three-pointers tonight. And at the buzzer, Verhulst misses. Kentucky, a 4th ranked win of the season, and they've won 4 straight against Oklahoma.